And you know what that sound means? We are here with meteorologist Greg Fields to talk about this forecast. I was joking this morning on Daybreak that it's the same, but it's not the same. I was just poking a little fun.
You know,
yeah, but
it's still warm.
And still dry.
Yeah, it's still mainly dry out there. It certainly is, and it is warming up. Taking you out to the UNT campus, a good-looking afternoon. We've had a few high-thin clouds moving through UNT campus. They're the practice field for the Mean Green, who was 5-0 this year, gotten off to a great start. They have a bye week, so pretty quiet on campus there. Going to be a different story, though, coming back down to Dallas as we show you the Cotton Bowl. Things are going to get quite busy there. They're out there painting the field now, ready for the Red River rivalry as we head into Saturday, Texas OU weekend. As we know, 77 degrees there right now. So if you're heading out to the Cotton Bowl on Saturday, it is going to be a warm one. Sunny skies out there as we head toward a 2 p.m. kickoff, 2:30 this Saturday afternoon. So a little later this year, we're looking at 86 around 2 p.m., 90 or so as we head toward 4 o'clock, and then we're looking at those mid-80s around 6 p.m. So yes, it will be a warm one out there on Saturday, and that will be the place to be head into the weekend. All right, here's what it looks like temperature-wise out there right now. We had that weak front pass through yesterday, kind of shifted those winds around a little bit for us out of the north and northeast for most of us, and it's stalling a little bit off to our south and east. Not a strong front at all, so we haven't gotten a dramatic drop in temperatures, but mid-70s, mid and upper 70s north of that front, low 70s up along the Red River, but we have those low 80s along and south of the front, a little more humid in these areas as well, south of the front. So we are going to have maybe an isolated shower or two developing this afternoon, but really coverage probably less than 10% over most locations here for today. So not much at all as far as any rain is concerned, but right along that boundary. Can't rule out maybe an isolated shower or two here as we go through the day. That's really going to be about all the rain that we see as we head into the next few days. We are keeping it mainly dry out there for us here over the next few days. Now those highs, they do stay quite warm for us. We'll be in the upper 80s, a little farther north and west. Out toward Decatur, you'll be around 87. Upper 80s we're headed for Denton, and then we'll be right around 90, coming down to Fort Worth around 91 over toward Dallas, and we'll have those temperatures in the upper 80s around 90 a little farther east. But again, can't rule out that isolated shower or two for today. Low 90s getting down into central Texas. So that normal high 82, we're going to keep it well above that here over the next few days. Now, as we look at the satellite radar composite, there are those higher clouds that I mentioned streaming through the area. They've kind of thinned out a little bit, but we'll have plenty of those kind of off and on throughout the afternoon. A few showers out across the panhandle as well. That activity will be weakening, but between Amarillo and Lubbock, that's where we've seen some ongoing rain here this morning, and that's where the cooler temperatures are as well. Low mid-60s there this afternoon, but we're going to keep it on the warm side here for us, heading down toward Austin, San Antonio around 92, but look at Oklahoma City, maybe not getting out of the 60s here this afternoon. Now, our temperatures, they're going to stay above average as we go through the next few days. Upper 80s on Friday, and then we're looking at temperatures right around 90 as we head into Saturday and Sunday. So yes, it is going to stay on the warm side. We're still eyeing the tropics in the Atlantic right now. We do have that one disturbance down in the Bay of Campeche. It's going to be moving on shore down into Mexico. Only a 10% chance for some development there. And we still have Tropical Storm Jerry as well out in the Atlantic. It's gotten a little bit stronger. It's going to be moving to maybe just north of the Leeward Islands as a Category 1 hurricane over the next few days as we head toward the end of the week through the weekend. And then it's going to make that right turn, turning away from Bermuda and the U.S. mainland. So shouldn't pose a threat to the U.S. at all. But we still have Jerry out there that has gotten a little stronger there with those winds now up to 60 miles per hour. So we'll be updating that and watching the Pacific as well. I think we'll have a little more moisture moving in maybe over the next few days with those higher clouds. But again, going to stay rain free. Here's what it looks like over the next 14 days. A very warm weekend, and we'll keep those low 90s going as we head into early next week. Not talking about any real changes until we head toward the end of next week. The second half of that 14-day forecast, we'll still be looking at upper 80s around 90 through Friday, keeping it rain-free for now, but it looks like we will see temperatures at least cooling down some, getting back closer to seasonal averages and maybe feeling more like fall for us as we head into next weekend. So that gives us something to look forward to as we head toward next weekend. All right, we'll have more midday coming up after this.